What if the secret to getting what you want isn't about attracting it, but about repelling something else? And in the next few minutes, you'll discover why trying to force the law of attraction can actually backfire. Plus, I'll reveal the forbidden technique that works when manifestation fails completely. Most people think the law of attraction is all about positive thoughts and visualizing your dreams. They say focus on what you want, and the universe will give it to you. It sounds simple, right? But what if that's only half the story? What if there's a darker side? A side where your focus itself can create the opposite of what you desire. You've probably heard about manifesting a new car, a perfect job, or even true love. It's everywhere. Books, courses, gurus, they all push the same message. But for many, it just doesn't work. They visualize, they affirm, they feel good, and yet nothing. Or worse, they get the exact opposite. Let's call her Sarah. Back in 2019, Sarah in Portland, Oregon, was obsessed with manifesting a specific job. She visualized her name on the door, she wrote affirmations daily, she even created a vision board. She wanted a promotion at her tech company. She wanted it so bad, she could almost taste it. She spent hours every day on this. She was so focused on getting that job that she started ignoring other opportunities. She felt a constant anxiety, a gnawing fear that it wouldn't happen. And you know what happened? The job went to someone else. Someone who, by her own admission, wasn't as qualified. Sarah was devastated. She felt like a failure. She thought she did everything wrong with the law of attraction. This isn't just Sarah's story. I've heard countless variations of this. People trying to manifest money and ending up in debt. People trying to manifest a relationship and ending up more alone than ever. It's like they're pushing so hard they're actually pushing the universe away. It's a paradox, isn't it? The more you try to attract something, the more it seems to elude you. It's like trying to catch smoke. You grab for it, and it just dissipates. You're left with empty hands. But that's not even the strangest part. Ancient texts hint at a different kind of power. A power not of attraction, but of rejection. A force that can clear the path by actively pushing away what you don't want. This sounds backward, I know. Most people have no idea this exists. They're stuck in the loop of positive thinking, wondering why it's not working. They're missing a crucial piece of the puzzle. This piece of information was almost lost to time. It was meant to stay hidden. Now, let's talk about something deeper, something they don't want you to know. Scientists accidentally discovered something fascinating in the realm of quantum physics. They found that observation changes reality. Your focus isn't just a passive thought. It's an active force. Think about it. When you intensely focus on what you want, you're also intensely focusing on the lack of it. You're highlighting the space between where you are and where you want to be. This creates a vibrational tension, and this tension can actually repel your desire. Picture this. You're standing on a beach. The sun is setting, painting the sky in fiery oranges and deep purples. You're holding a smooth gray stone in your hand. You're trying to manifest a bright yellow seashell. You squeeze the stone, willing it to transform. You close your eyes, picturing the perfect shell. But your focus on the absence of the shell, the lack of yellow, is so strong, it's like a wall. The universe, in its infinite complexity, responds to the entirety of your energetic broadcast, not just the part you want it to see. This changes everything you thought you knew about manifesting. So, if focusing on what you want can backfire, what's the alternative? It's about shifting your focus from attracting to aligning. It's about clearing the blocks, not building bridges. This is the hidden knowledge, the truth they don't want you to know. Because if everyone knew how to truly clear their energetic field, they wouldn't need expensive courses. They wouldn't be dependent on anyone. Let's look at a documented case. In the late 1970s, there was a project called Stargate. It was a US military program. They studied psychic abilities. One of the researchers, a man named Pat Price, was incredibly gifted. He could psychically see distant locations. In one instance, he was tasked with describing a secret Soviet facility. He was given coordinates, and asked to see what was there. Instead of focusing on wanting to see it, his instructions were to simply allow the information to come through. He described a specific building, its layout, even the equipment inside. His description was later verified by satellite imagery. He wasn't trying to attract the information. He was clearing his mind to receive it. Remember this detail, it'll be important later. Price wasn't visualizing a successful description. He was simply open. He wasn't pushing, he was allowing. That's a subtle but massive difference. Most people are pushing. They're desperately trying to pull their desires towards them. They're like someone trying to force a lock with a bent key. It just won't work. Now let's dive into another story. This one involves a man named John in Boulder, Colorado, around 2015. John was struggling financially. He tried every manifestation technique he could find. He listened to abundance meditations daily. He visualized stacks of cash. He felt a constant pressure, a deep need for money. He was so focused on the lack of money that he was essentially broadcasting that lack. One day he was listening to a lecture about energy clearing. The speaker mentioned something about releasing attachment. John decided to try a different approach. He stopped actively trying to manifest money. Instead, he focused on releasing his anxiety about money. He did this through a simple breathing exercise. He would breathe in, acknowledging his current financial situation without judgment. He would breathe out, releasing the fear associated with it. He did this for about 15 minutes each day, for a week. Within 2 weeks, he got an unexpected refund check from an old insurance policy. It wasn't a fortune, but it was enough to ease his immediate stress. More importantly, the shift in his focus from "I need money" to "I release the fear of not having money" opened him up. He started noticing freelance opportunities he'd previously overlooked. He wasn't attracting money. He was clearing the energetic debris that was blocking it. This is where the paradigm shift happens. You're not a magnet pulling things to you. You're a clear channel receiving what's already available when your energy is aligned. The universe isn't a vending machine. It's a vast ocean of potential. Your energy determines what you can access. If your energy is cluttered with the vibration of lack, fear, or desperation, you're essentially creating fog. You can't see the shore. You can't see the ships sailing by. Consider the conspiracy element. Why would they teach law of attraction in a way that often fails? Because a population focused on wishful thinking is a population that's less likely to question the status quo. They're busy dreaming of a lottery win instead of understanding systemic issues. They're hoping for a miracle instead of demanding change. The truth they don't want you to know is that true power comes from inner alignment, not external acquisition through force. Let's go back to that quantum physics idea. Scientists accidentally discovered something called entanglement. Two particles can be linked, no matter the distance. If you change one, the other instantly changes too. Your intention, your focus, it's like one of those particles. Your desires are the other. But if your intention is laced with the vibration of lack, you're sending a jumbled signal. This brings me to the most detailed story. Let's call her Maria. It was the summer of 2018 in a small town outside of Austin, Texas. Maria was desperately trying to heal from a chronic illness. Doctors had given her grim prognoses. She'd tried every conventional treatment. Then she turned to spiritual healing and manifestation. She read all the books. She visualized vibrant health. She affirmed, "I am perfectly healthy." But she was constantly battling the symptoms. She felt the pain, the fatigue. This internal conflict was immense. She was focusing on being healthy, but her lived experience and her constant mental focus on her current illness was creating a powerful energetic contradiction. She was stuck in a loop. She'd have a good day, feel hopeful, and then a symptom would flare up, sending her spiraling back into fear and the feeling of lack. She confessed to a friend, "I feel like I'm fighting myself. I want to be healthy, but my body, my mind, it feels like it's betraying me." Her friend suggested a different approach, inspired by ancient practices. Instead of focusing on attracting health, Maria was encouraged to focus on releasing the illness. Here's where it gets intense. She was told to visualize the illness not as something to be replaced, but as something to be evicted. to imagine it as a dark, heavy cloud. She was to consciously acknowledge its presence, without judgment. Then, with each exhale, she was to imagine pushing that cloud away from her, not into a void, but out into the universe, to be dissolved and transformed. She did this every morning and evening. She focused on the feeling of relief, the lightness that came from releasing the burden. She didn't ignore her symptoms. She acknowledged them as the guest. She was now politely but firmly asking to leave. Within 3 months, her doctors were stunned. Her condition improved dramatically. She wasn't attracting health. She was clearing the energetic space for her body's natural healing mechanisms to function optimally. She was breaking the cycle by actively pushing away the dis-ease. Have you ever noticed how when you stop worrying about something, it often resolves itself? Or when you let go of trying to force a situation, it suddenly flows? That's the power of rejection, of release. It's the universe responding to your energetic clarity. You're not trying to pull the good stuff in. You're clearing out the bad stuff that's blocking it. This is the hidden pattern. The law of attraction is often taught as a one-sided equation. Think good thoughts, get good results. But the truth is more nuanced. It's about energetic congruence. If you're vibrating with the frequency of lack, you'll attract more lack, no matter how hard you try to visualize abundance. You have to shift your energy. You have to become a clear channel. If you're still watching, you're probably sensing something deeper. You're realizing that maybe all those failed attempts weren't your fault. Maybe the teaching was incomplete. This is the moment the veil is lifting for you. You're seeing the limitations of the conventional approach. So what's the biggest secret? The biggest secret is that the most potent force isn't attraction, it's intentional release. It's about actively clearing the energetic debris that's preventing your desires from manifesting. It's not about wanting something more, it's about wanting the blockage less. Your body already knows this. It's constantly trying to clear toxins, to heal itself. You just need to align your mental and emotional energy with that process. Here are 3 specific steps you can start using today. 1. Identify your core blockage. What are you really afraid of? Is it not having enough money? Not being loved? Not being healthy? Get specific. Don't just say, I want more money. Say, I fear never having enough money to feel secure. 2. Practice intentional release. This isn't about denying your fears. It's about acknowledging them and then consciously letting them go. Use a technique that resonates with you. It could be deep breathing like John did. Imagine exhaling the fear, the lack, the resistance. Picture it dissolving. Say to yourself, I release this fear of your specific fear. Do this daily. Focus on the feeling of lightness, of relief. 3. Shift your focus to gratitude for what is. Once you've released the fear, consciously shift your attention to what you are grateful for right now. Even small things. This raises your vibration without the pressure of needing something you don't have. Gratitude is the ultimate energetic alignment. This changes everything. You're not trying to force the universe's hand. You're aligning yourself with the natural flow of abundance and well-being that's already available. Remember Sarah, who focused so hard on the job. If she had focused on releasing her fear of not getting the job and practiced gratitude for her current position, she might have created a very different outcome. Remember Maria, who healed herself? She didn't attract health. She cleared the energetic interference that was preventing her body from healing. This information was meant to stay hidden. It's a power that puts you in control. It's the truth they don't want you to know, because it empowers you. It's about taking responsibility for your energetic state, not just wishing for external circumstances to change. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. The law of attraction is incomplete without the law of release. So what does this mean for you? It means you're not powerless. You're not a victim of circumstances. You have the ability to clear your own path. You can stop chasing your desires and start allowing them to find you. You've probably felt this subtle shift before, haven't you? That moment when you stopped trying so hard and things just worked out? That was the law of release in action. Think about it. If the law of attraction is about pulling things in, then the law of release is about clearing the space for them to arrive. They're two sides of the same coin. You can't have one without the other for true, lasting manifestation. So I ask you, are you ready to stop chasing and start releasing? Are you ready to break free from the cycle of failed manifestation? This is just the beginning. If you think this is profound, wait until you learn about the energetic principles behind actual psychic phenomena. That's what we'll be diving into next. But for now, try these 3 steps. Identify your fear, release it with intention, and cultivate gratitude. You're not crazy for thinking the law of attraction felt incomplete. You were sensing a deeper truth. The veil is lifting. What will you choose to see?